I'm Brett Larkin, and welcome to the Find Your Style Yoga Challenge that I'm hosting with Yoga Outlet. Hatha is a broad term which encompasses many styles of yoga. In most yoga studios, a Hatha yoga class has come to mean a class in which you'll both strengthen and stretch the body, holding each pose for several breaths. Many students find Hatha yoga gentler or more relaxing than Vinyasa or power yoga, which we'll explore next. If you're new to yoga, recovering from an injury, or looking to de-stress by moving slowly and mindfully, Hatha yoga may be the perfect fit for you. Let's experience this style together. Come into a child's pose. So you can have your knees together or as wide as the mat, and just drape the upper body forward. Bring your index fingers to touch in a diamond shape, your elbows as wide as the mat, and relax your shoulder blades down the back. Just notice if there's any tension. The shoulders are creeping by the ears. Just counteract that. From here, begin to notice your breath. Just take a few moments in this child's pose to observe if the breath is warm or cold or short or long, without trying to change the breath in any way. Just notice. On your next inhale, breathe in deliberately, inflate your low back with breath. Breathing in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sighing out through the nose or mouth. Just release and surrender your body to the floor. 2 more like that. Inhaling for a full count of 3, filling up, belly, ribs, chest. Sighing out, nose or mouth. Get all the breath out of the body. Last time. Breathing in for 3. Seal the lips this time. Breathing out for 3 through the nose. Once more on your own. In 3. Out 3. Keep the hips rooted to the heels. Just walk your hands over now to the left. So we're just looking for a gentle side body stretch on the right side. Just reach the fingertips to the right of your mat. Send the breath into the right side body now. Inhaling, inflating the right side ribs with breath. Exhaling completely, sits bones heavy. 2 more on your own. Gently walk the hands now over to the right. Deliberately sending breath, prana, energy to the left side of the body, anchoring the left sitting bone to the left heel. Huge breath in and out. So Hatha yoga means sun and moon yoga. So we're balancing the active and the passive qualities in the body. So in every pose, on the inhale, look for strength and ways to expand and open. And on every exhale, look for ways to surrender and soften. Striving for balance. Come back to center. And let your next in-breath bring you up to an all-fours position. I always like to pad my knees, so if you have a blanket or you want to fold over your mat for some knee padding, I encourage you to do that. Line up your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Spread the fingers apart as far as you can. And then breathe in, draw the navel up and in. Lengthen the tailbone back. Yearn the crown of the head away from that line of the tailbone lengthening behind you. And just breathe here. Close your eyes. Feel all four corners of your torso. Inhale, fill up with breath, filling left shoulder, right hip, left hip. And exhaling completely. 2 more like that. Breathing in, expanding the rectangle that is your torso, getting it larger, wider. Breathing out all the way. Lengthen your right leg behind you. So curl the toes under. Press the right heel back while keeping the abs hugging up and in. From the inner seam of that right thigh, lift the right heel towards the ceiling. And just notice if you can maintain this position, even though you're now on 3 legs instead of 4, or 3 points of foundation instead of 4. Deepen your breath. And if this feels okay to take it to the next stage, reach the left arm forward as well. Hug the core up and in. All 5 toes point towards the floor in that back foot, so find a little bit of inner spiral in the back right leg. And then see if you can find an energetic line, heel to fingertips. And just breathe into this line. 2 more deep breaths. Balancing left and right side of the brain. Hugging abs in. Good, and then gently set left hand down, right knee down. Press back into your child's pose. Deep breath in and out. Inhaling, returning to all fours. Lengthening the left leg behind you, curl the toes under. From the inner seam of the left thigh, left inner thigh, bring the leg up, making sure all 5 toes point towards the floor. Draw the abdominal muscles in. Heart shines forward. Big breath here. And if you feel ready, extend the right arm, heel to fingertips. And that line includes the crown of the head. So the whole body is in one line. You can point or flex the back foot. Just really reach toes and fingers apart from one another. 3 more breaths. Take the right hand and the left knee to the ground. Press back once again into your child's pose. Breathe into your low back. On your in-breath, rock forward to all fours. On your out-breath, curl the toes under, preparing for our first downward facing dog. So keep the knees super deeply bent. Press your torso towards your thigh bones, sitting bones high to the sky. It's almost like the knees want to touch the mat. So stay in this little crouched position. You can always do down dog with the knees bent. It's a great upper body workout. And only if it feels right for you today, you can straighten the legs, maybe bend the right knee, pressing down into the left heel. And then swapping that out. Just gently pedaling through the legs. And strive to make those inhales and exhales equal length. Breathing in for 3. Out for 3. And then find stillness in this dog. Take the inner thighs and the pelvis back in space, pressing your torso towards your thighs. Last breath. Good. Step or carry that right foot to your right thumb. Hands frame the foot, coming into a runner's lunge here. So glide the shoulders back, heart reaches forward, front knee 90 degrees over the ankle. Breathe in here. Shine the chest forward. Pick up that back left thigh, get the back leg stick straight, and you can always use blocks. Last deep breath. Good, and then set the left hand down to the floor, reach the right hand high to the sky. Big breath in. And keep power through the back left heel. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Spiral heart to ceiling. 2 more breaths. Drop the back knee to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms down, around, and up, coming into your version of a low lunge. Call to mind the sun, moon qualities of this pose. How can you find an active quality in the chest, broadening the shoulders and collarbones? But how can you also surrender so you're not over-efforting or over-straining? Hands frame the foot. Step back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor in one straight line. If you're pregnant like me, you can always stay up on all fours if you don't feel comfortable lying on your belly. And then inhale, shoot the heart forward. Press your hip bones into the ground. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels and come into a little baby cobra. Click all 10 toenails into the mat. Engage through your thighs so your knees lift off the mat. And then imagine you could energetically kick yourself in the seat with your heel. So imagine you could do that, but don't let yourself do that. And see what that feels like. Let the backs of the legs really engage. Keep lifting the heart as much as you can. Elbows squeeze in towards the side body. We're here for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale, press back to dog, or you can move through all fours or child's pose. We'll all meet downward facing dog. Take the left foot forward or carry it forward to the left thumb. Starting with our runner's lunge, lining up 90 degrees, left knee over ankle, back right leg stick straight. Shine the heart forward. Blocks if you need them. Runner's lunge. See if you can find this energetic line, heel to crown of head. So notice if the hips are too low or too high. Find that perfect balance. Right hand down, left arm up, easy twist. Spin the chest towards the ceiling. Kick through the back right heel like you mean it. 2 more breaths. Back knee to the mat. Circle the arms down, around, and up. Low lunge. Hands frame the foot. Press back into your downward facing dog. You can pedal the legs here. And then walk your hands back to meet your feet. So you're coming into a standing forward fold, feet hip width apart at the back of your mat. Clasp opposite elbows and just hang here. The crown of the head point towards the floor. You can have the knees deeply bent or play with straightening them, whichever feels best for you. Root down through the big toe mounds of both feet. And then let your fingertips drop towards the floor. Bend the knees deeply. We'll roll up one vertebra at a time, rounding through our low back, mid back, upper back. Knees stay really bent. Head is the last thing to come up. Good. Take a wide stance on your sticky mat. We want the toes out and the heels in. And you're just going to bend the knees to come into goddess pose. Getting your seat as low as you can without letting the booty stick out. So it's like you're right up against a wall. Bring the hands to prayer here. 5 breaths. Close the eyes, center yourself with your breathing. Send the knees back in space, so knees are moving towards the pinky toes. Get 2 inches lower if you can. Last breath. Good. Come on up. Take the hands to the hips, turn the toes to face forward, and now we'll turn the right toes only forward, coming into a warrior 2. So nice long stance, bend the front knee, 90 degrees over the ankle. You can keep the hands on the hips. If you're newer, or if you're ready, bring the arms parallel to the floor. Gaze is over, middle finger. Keep sinking into that front knee, but equally grounding into your back outer edge of foot and back thigh. Equal weight on both legs. 3 breaths here. Gently straighten the front leg. I like to heel toe my back foot in just a touch for this next pose, triangle. So you can do the same, reach the arms forward, see what feels best to you. Bump the hips back, imagine you're reaching for something far away, and then take the right hand to the right shin, left arm up to the sky. We're looking for length on the lower side of the body as well as the upper side. So notice if you're way down here. Try to get length through both sides of the torso so we have that balance. And breathe here. Filling up for 3. Pressing down through the big toe mound, pinky toe, inner heel and outer heel. Suctioning up the mat through the arches of the feet. Spinning chest to ceiling, and just imagine you're leaning against a big, beautiful glass wall. 2 more breaths. Use the energy on the left hand to draw yourself back up. Take the hands to the hips, turn both toes in again, so you're a little pigeon-toed, toes in, heels out. As you breathe in, roll the shoulders open, open across the chest. As you breathe out, fold forward, come into a flat back, so pause halfway. Inhale, draw the abdominal muscles up and in, lengthen the tailbone back and the crown of the head forward. And from that long line, exhale, now allow yourself to fold the rest of the way. Adjust the feet. Allow the upper body to hang so the Upper body's that moon quality, super soft, no tension in the neck or jaw. But the lower body, the legs and the feet, is that sun, that active quality. So you're pressing down through big toe mound, pinky toe, inner heel, outer heel, suctioning up through the arches of your feet. So if I came and touched your thighs, they'd be engaged as hard as rocks. The whole leg is muscularly active, suctioning up the mat. And counterpose that with the upper body, so soft. 2 breaths here, just enjoy the stretch. Coming out the same way we came in. So take the hands to the hips, find that flat back first, draw the abs in. Breath here. And then on your next inhale, come up all the way. Second side, turn the left toes out, bend the knee to 90 degrees, keeping hands on hips or opening the arms to come into your warrior 2. Remember, we want to be in that balance point of sun and moon energy. So not too active, no reaching forward, not too passive and hanging out with spaghetti arms. That equal balance of strength and serenity. And press down equally through both feet, but have a sense of lightness in the heart and chest. Gently straighten the front leg. Heel toe that back foot in if that felt good on the other side. Bump the hips back. Reach the left arm forward, coming into your triangle pose. And try to find length on the underside of the body. Knit your ribs together, lengthen your tailbone back, spiral chest to ceiling. Press down through the feet, but stay soft in the heart. 3 breaths here. Gently come on up. Turn the toes to parallel once again, hands to hips. Walk the feet till they're hip width apart. Interlace your hands behind your back, or you can just hold opposite elbows, whichever feels good for you. So hands interlaced or just hold opposite elbows. We'll just take a nice fold forward. So stretching the back of the legs and maybe rinsing out the shoulders a bit as well. 3 breaths here. If the hands are interlaced, draw the shoulders down and back. So meaning towards the ceiling. So even though we're in an inverted position, the shoulders don't come near the ears. Take the hands to the floor if they're not already. Bend the knees. Come to a seated position now. Take the left leg long and the right ankle across the left knee. So see your left toes pointed and flexed, moving towards you. Look at that right big toe and make sure that it's not kind of off the mat. You really want to press the right big toe firmly into the mat. Sits bones root down. Breathe in, get tall. And then as we exhale, this left arm, reach it up, will come to hug the right knee for a twist. Think of the sitting bones rooting and expanding into the ground like a plant that's unfurling roots. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, draw your abs in to take you deeper into the twist and spin the chest towards the side wall. Keep rooting down through that right big toe. Connecting to this sense of groundedness in the hips and lower body, while simultaneously feeling this spiral of openness in the chest and the heart. Last breath. Good. Come back to center. Take that left foot to the ground. So you're going to be in a position where the ankle is over the knee. And this is where if you have tight hips or maybe you're a little bit new to yoga, you'll want to have that foot farther away from you. Fingertips point towards the top of the mat and you're just pressing open the chest while looking for a stretch in the right hip. So if you don't feel anything, to intensify it, draw that left heel closer to you and press the chest up. And you'll feel this nice hip opener. Right foot is flexed as well. 3 breaths here. Good. Take both soles of feet to the floor. Extend the legs. Shake them out a little. And now draw left knee up, left ankle over right knee. Make sure this right leg is stretched, active, foot flexed, and then press down through the left pinky toe. Once you've found all that, get tall. Breathe in, reach the right arm up. Exhale, hug the left knee. And you can take the left hand behind you now to explore your twist. Every inhale, imagine the spiral staircase of breath moving up the spinal column, getting taller. And every exhale, really ground down. The sitting bones are like those tree roots connecting you to the earth. Pressing down through the left big toe, flexing back through the whole right foot. 2 more breaths. Good. Gently come back to center. Take that right sole of foot to the floor. Hip stretch, left foot is flexed as well. Remember, you get to control the intensity here. So heel farther away, you'll be able to sit up easier. Fingertips point towards the front of the mat, opening the chest, less of a hip stretch. Taking the heel very close to the seat will make it more of a hip stretch. So find the balance, the place that's right for you. Remember thinking of Hatha, not going too far or straining, but not taking it easy either, finding that perfect balance between strength and ease. A place where you feel intensity but can easily breathe through that intensity. Good. Take both feet to the floor. Reach the arms forward. Feel the abs engage as you hinge the upper body back. Round the low back now, so tailbone lengthens forward. Just come to lie down 1 vertebra at a time, lying on your back. Pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then come into your version of a happy baby pose. So that might look like holding the pinky toe edges of the feet, or it might look like just holding on the thighs, anywhere that's comfortable for you. Wherever you are, take 5 deep breaths here. Slowing down the in-breath best you can, 3 counts or perhaps longer. And accentuating the out-breath now.
Really allowing the body to relax into the mat, relax into the earth. Gather the knees back into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Lengthen the right leg and then the left leg long, coming into your version of Shavasana. You can always take a bolster or pillows or couch cushions under your knees, or a shirt or sweatshirt or towel over the face as a little eye pillow to make the room completely dark. Rest here for as long as you possibly can. Letting any particular breathing pattern or effort to breathe go. Just be. And just receive the benefits of your practice. And gently wiggle fingers and toes. Draw one knee into the chest and then the other. Pull the knees towards the body. Lengthen the tailbone long and then roll over to your right side. You can use your right forearm as a pillow, left hand to the mat. And as you're ready, just press yourself up into a comfortable seat, cross-legged or whatever a comfortable seat looks like for you. Palms face down on the thighs. Crown of head lines up directly above the two sits bones, so maybe lean a little back in space. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way. One more deep breath in. Exhaling completely. And bring your hands to prayer at heart center, thanking yourself for making time for this short practice. So much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.
So, how'd it go? Did you enjoy this style? Do you think it might be your soulmate style? Let me know in the comments below, and please like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed this class. So much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.